I got called a virgin yesterday. Virgin. Because I don't have a shirt on. Hey. Right. There we go. Because apparently not wearing a shirt makes you a virgin. That's wonderful news. Really. It must bug you small-minded PC people out there. You know, the ones that follow these other guys around who think...
Pee in your butt and make mustard. Pee in your butt and make mustard.
Great. Now every time I think of retro, I won't be thinking of Super Mario Bros. 3 or Doom or Phantasy Star 4. No. Whenever I think of the word retro, I'm going to think of a bare-chested, hairy Australian man with shit videos.
I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
And what's that? You knew you were wrong? You sounded like an absolute retard? And your video quality's poor? I mean, that must be it. What other reason would you have deleted nearly all of your previous content, including the video of accusing us? I mean, you must have seen the light. But then again, it's really dark in your room.
That these fucking PC frauds would just flitter away like butterfly fart into the unknown and be completely irrelevant on YouTube.
I mean, I wouldn't have known that was your point if, you know, pretty much all of your content was still up. But then again, pussies be deleting their content, that's shit. Now, of course, when you say fly away like butterflies, I don't know exactly what you mean unless you're talking about the German guy. That guy went where the money was. But if you're talking about Fringy or Rags, they're still quite relevant. Not that you would know what relevancy is. Rags is still uploading consistently. Fringy uploads whenever he, well, feels like it. And Barry's uploading all the time. All the time.
That's what happens when you come in and you buy views and fucking subs and think you can be some big shot.
This, again, I thought you would have learned last time from the ass-gapping you were given, but I digress. There's been some controversy around that video, and it's been brought up to me by the Eternal Vanguard, who oddly enough supports you, even though he's the kind of guy that really likes objectivity, and some fellow Discord members also brought it up to me that it was all just one big joke. That you did it to get bigger YouTubers to come to you and waste their time and making fools of themselves. I mean, that's the kind of perspective someone that supports you would have. But in all reality, if this was just a stunt to get you some views and attention, well, it brought about negative attention. And I don't exactly believe the whole this was just one big joke. Because when all else fails, you just simply tell people, oh, it was a joke. I planned it all along. And the people closest to you will obviously believe you. Also, had it all been a ploy and a stunt to get the attention of bigger and much more popular YouTubers, then why did you remove the video? I think I know why. You got hammered with criticism. You expected the criticism. You thought you were strong enough for the criticism. But like your soft and vulnerable skin, based on that tan line, you couldn't handle it. But now you're going to confuse those supporters of yours. You told them it was all a joke and you had planned it all along, and yet here you are a few months later opening up that wound again. Do you really need the attention that much? Are you sure you're not talented or charismatic enough to really propel yourself?
Or like that fucking banana rooting motherfucker Fritanga.
I'm saving that one.
Who like just decided to ride on the coattails and literally, I mean this is all these guys do, but they literally copy and paste everything that these fucking each other's does, right?
For one, you probably shouldn't use the word literal. Not here, not now, probably not ever since you seem to not be able to use it right. Do we have similar formats? Yeah, but to say you don't share a similar format to other shit channels would be a lie, wouldn't it?
But they're still around. Right? The channels are dead, right? They don't get the views versus their subs, which is how I know exactly that they're fucking view botting and stuff like that.
Now, I'm looking at my views, and consistently I get more views now than I did earlier this year. Huh, strange. I'm looking at Rags, and he still gets a plentiful amount of views. Barry gets more views now than he did before. Now, when it comes to Top Hats and Fringy, it's important to note that these guys aren't uploading anywhere near as much as they once were. Frankie likes to take time to come up with videos. He puts in a lot of hard work and dedication to create something that his subscribers would love. The German guy, I don't know, he took off to stream.
But the thing is though, and even though I put proof of this before, which no one gives a shit about.
No, nobody gives a shit about it because it wasn't proof to begin with.
But regardless of that, anyway.
Regardless of the fact that you lied?
You know what these guys are now, right? Because no one gives a shit about them on YouTube anymore. They've run over to fucking Twitter, where they think they can be relevant again. No one gives a shit about you on Twitter.
I mean, we've all been here on Twitter since we practically started our channels. It's not like we magically jumped over. I still don't understand the logic behind it either, because why would we leave YouTube to go to Twitter where we can't make money or get anywhere near the views or likes or subscriptions?
But these guys are so fucking arrogant, right? That's not what a PC gamer is, okay? There's a lot of PC gamer guys in this community who aren't part of that crowd.
No, do enlighten us what a PC gamer is. Teach us your ways, Retro. Obviously, you embody everything that a PC gamer should be. You have rules and principles that all should follow. So enlighten us, please.
This fucking little sect racist bunch of motherfuckers, right?
Ooh. Throwing out the racist card, eh? I mean, it used to mean something. Doesn't mean much now.
Who think their shit don't stink, who think that they're better than everyone else, who talk down to other people all the fucking time. Go check out their Twitter. These fuckers go out and attack people, right? And I got called a character assassin by Rags.
Now, I'm not going to speak on the behalf of the other guys. I'm just here to speak on my behalf. Do I talk down to others? Yes. Yes, I do. Am I arrogant? Absolutely yes. But this action and characteristic of mine, I've always displayed against people who are absolute jackasses and assholes. I mean, unless you have a tweet of mine that you screenshot where I talked down to someone who came up to me and was being nice to me, then I can't think of a single moment it has happened. Have I attacked people? Oh yeah, I have. It's the thing I do when people say stupid shit, like your video. But you being called a character assassin? Yeah, I'd say that's pretty fitting. You went out of your way in a desperate attempt to fabricate this lie that any of us bought subscribers. You were directly trying to tarnish our reputation as good content creators who put in a lot of hard work to earn those subscribers. So yes, you were a character assassin. Now, unlike you, we don't rely on any lies. Instead, we always link people to the original source. In this case, I'm linking to your video so people can see how much of a douchebag you are.
Because I put him on the spot over something that all of those guys got so mad about. You don't get mad about something unless, it hits a bit close to the mark. I mean, why would you?
You know, if you go back and listen to that stream, the only one that actually gets riled up or angry about anything is you, oddly enough. Everyone else was mostly curious as to how you came to the conclusion that we bought subs. It was mostly for the purposes of entertainment and just finding an idiot on the internet. And like a thought, you fulfilled your purposes. Now, be gone, please.
You can call me a fucking pedophile. It doesn't give a shit to me because I know I'm not, right? But if I was one and somebody said it, yeah, that's pretty full on. That's getting close. How the fuck would that person know, right? I got called a virgin yesterday. Virgin!
This is some of the most broken logic I have ever heard. If I just go around calling everyone a pedophile and they start to get annoyed or angered by it, that means they're all pedophiles, right? Or possibly? Is that how that works? Or are you trying to put us in a position in which we can't defend ourselves?
And it's funny how that all the people, apart from, say, Bullet Barry, but all these other people, no one wants to associate with anymore, right? All the goodwill and stuff that they had with people is just gone.
Really now? Well, that's strange, because I do recall Boogie was recently on with Rags, and the German guy got a guest spot on Sargon of Akkad's channel. For fuck's sake, Happy Console Gamer follows me on Twitter.
Because they're sitting there defending fucking people being racist.
You know, there's this thing called OBS, and if you download it, you can use it, get this, You can screenshot tweets of me defending racists. Then it will make your point look valid. But let's not be disingenuous here. You obviously know how to use some capture software. How else would you have gotten those screenshots of websites where people can buy subs? But yet here you don't have any screenshots of me defending anyone who's racist.
Right, and they're sitting there attacking people and acting like their shit don't stink. Okay, but don't worry. Info Retro's here.
Glad to see you decided to leave the jewelry on, but not a shirt.
Okay, because, you know, I may not sit down and write a fucking script, right, because I'm too much of a millennial fucking pansy. Too much of a millennial fucking pansy. Too much of a millennial fucking pansy. I got called a virgin yesterday. Virgin! To actually, you know, take a chance, to actually talk in front of the camera and not need to write down everything I need to say, because apparently as a 20-year-old you're suffering from fucking dementia, okay? I don't need that shit, alright?
I mean, I didn't write a script for this video, fuck no. In fact, I barely do, given the chance. But as for the others, if they do write scripts, well, at least we know why their videos are far better than yours. At least they take time to think about what they're going to say instead of just spewing verbal diarrhea. There's no substance to your videos. There's no passion or effort. Someone like you shouldn't be bragging that they don't use a script.
The worst case scenario I've ever done is you might have like a notepad and you might have like a fucking 20 or 30 points you sort of have to address, you know, and that could be notes that you've taken down based on like a fucking game show which goes for hours, right? I don't need to write a script to debunk someone, motherfuckers, right?
No, at the very least you need it to at least be watchable.
I just do it, okay? Well, I don't do it because it's boring and lame and, well, you know, if you need someone else to do the work for you, that's kind of sad.
Well, I mean, for someone who finds it boring and unnecessary, you seem quite invested and emotional here.
But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that these guys are irrelevant. So they've run over to Twitter, where they can act like pseudo-intellectuals and, I don't know. Hopefully they're trying to make money that way, because they sure as shit ain't making it on YouTube.
Does anybody out there actually know if there's a way to make money on Twitter? But as for money on YouTube, if I needed the money, I would upload daily. I've already discussed this. I mean, you watched my Why I Won't Be Doing YouTube full-time video. You already understand that YouTube isn't my source of income. I mean, there's your comment right there.
Go check out their fucking views. They're not doing... Right, that fucking Rags has like 260,000 subscribers. And he can barely break even on a third on most of his views for his videos. How about that? Alright.
You win. Perfect.
If this is your coming to the light moment, you're also going to have to debunk PewDiePie, H3H3, Angry Joe, Channel Awesome, Angry Video Game Nerd, Game Grumps, hell, even DSP. Because if getting less views than your overall subscriber count is what it takes to prove that someone view-botted or bought subscribers, then wouldn't you also be on that list?
I guess the money ran out to pay for them views, didn't it, cunt?
And I have absolutely no idea how you're paying for yours.
Anyway, but it is funny, and it's good to see, because these guys were bullies, and the only way that they could make a name for themselves wasn't through intellectual conversation and actually talking about PC in a positive light. No, they had to go do what everyone else did.
Intellectual conversation? No, not so much. Intellectual rebuttals? Yes. I don't see why we have to do it your way or the way you deem acceptable. But if you're lecturing us and trying to have a moral high ground here, then live by what you preach. Because you couldn't hold an intellectual conversation when you were given the chance to explain yourself to us. Hell, you can't hold an intellectual conversation right now. You're an idiot. Embrace it.
And I used to do this back in the day, but I growed up, okay?
No, you haven't grown up, Retro.
And these guys just thought they could just roll in and copy and paste the likes of what that fucking Leafy does, right? Because that's all you guys are. You're just fucking dumbass Leafy clones, right? You gotta have your little avatar, you gotta fucking only have that speak when you're talking on, you know, for your little video, you gotta have your fucking script. and you need someone to make fun of, right?
If you're gonna go ahead and keep using the clone argument, then fine. If we're Leafy is here clones, then that makes you the 1316 killer clone. Stupid, untalented, unbearable, universally despised, obsessive, stuck at the bottom of the barrel. See, I can do this comparison argument too, except I can actually make it a good one.
And funny how little old Infinite Retro, my measly 300 subs, went up against a combined total amount of subs that these guys have in excess of, well, what is it? Maybe 300, definitely 350, maybe 400,000 subscribers, right? One guy versus all them. Still here.
I see you flexing there. I see you pumping up your chest. Prideful, cocky, full confidence. And it's admirable. It truly is. You have all the tools you need right there. Except you're so fucking stupid. So stupid. You hold no compelling arguments, no valid points, and lack any substance. You seem to think that your lack of subscribers, in comparison to that of ours, gives you some kind of moral high ground and automatically puts you in the right. Newsflash, it doesn't. You still standing there with your arms open, telling us, oh, look at me, I'm still here, makes your point even weaker because you are doubling down on your mistake. It would have been much more honorable had you come out and said, hey guys, I was wrong. I'm sorry for being retarded. I want to start over. But instead, here you are. The same. Unwanted, uninteresting, a nuisance to the YouTube community, and just an absolute eyesore.
You guys aren't. Where is that? Oh, that's right. You're on Twitter trying to be pseudo-intellectuals. I forgot. That's because, you know, that's living.
Pee in your butt and make mustard. Pee in your butt and make mustard.
Subscribe to Infinite Retro, by the way. That guy's cool.
No, don't. I love you, Vanguard, but no. Alright, now that we've taken out the trash, how about it's time you take out your wallet, if you feel like it, and you thought this cancerous content of mine was worth supporting. I have a Patreon for that, and you should go to it. Dropping $1 really helps. I'll be able to get a Snickers bar with that. But hey, if you're a faggot and you don't want to support me, there are other ways that you can continue to do so. You can head over to my Discord and join it, and immediately regret it and leave 5 minutes later. But for those of you who do last in it, it'll give you the opportunity to talk one-on-one with Papa Frit. You're always guaranteed a reply from me, probably just one. So make it a message worth replying to. And then of course there is my Twitter, where the back and forths continue and I am more active there than practically in real life. And as always, it's been great seeing all of you and your gorgeous sexy faces. Please, leave your shirts on.
Fritanga sucks ass.
Let's look at the funk.
Could you stop playing with that radio, yours?